What up guys, Dexter27 here, back at it again with another video, and today we're going through my top 10 favourite films of all time. So we're going to just get straight into it now. Jumanji. It's an amazing film. I don't know what to say about it that hasn't already been said by everyone on the planet. But it's a really, really fun... It's... you don't have to be in the mood to watch this movie. You're always in the mood to watch this movie. Robin Williams, you can't go wrong with that. And the new ones, they're pretty good, but they're not... You can never top the OG. And coming in at number 9, we have Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides, which is the 4th film in the franchise, and everybody seems to hate it, but I really enjoy it. Probably because it's a blatant rip-off of The Last Crusade, and I really love The Last Crusade, so that might be something to do with it, but I just really connect with it, so yes. On to the next one, which is number 8, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, one of my favourite childhood movies, one of my favourite movies of all time. I have it on DVD, and will eventually upgrade it to Blu-ray when it, is in stock in my area, but Gene Wilder is just, he's such an amazing actor in general, and this movie really shows that. The remake is decent, but you can never ever come close to this. This is pure gold. This is as good as it gets, really. I have the pop of him, and I've seen this movie like 25 times at least, and I cry in a lot of it. The end bit always gets me. Coming in at number 7, we have Rocket Man, which I wasn't expecting to put this on the list, but I just had to because of how much I love it. And how much it really does the story of Elton John justice. And Taron Egerton is just an amazing actor all around, and he sings really well, and he's just great. He's very talented, and on the back there you have Taron Egerton dressed as Elton John, which is pretty epic. And there's the front, which is a steelbook version, which I had to buy because I love Elton John, so... And coming up at number 6, Pulp Fiction by Quentin Tarantino. Now, I own most of Tarantino's movies except for Jackie Brown, because for some reason it's sold out literally everywhere. But Pulp Fiction is by far my favourite one. It's great. If you haven't seen it, just watch it. I can't really go in depth about it, because, it'll spoil it, but... Most people have seen this. If you haven't watched it, enough said, really. And coming in on number 5, we have Disney Pixar's Up. My favourite Pixar movie of all time. Probably my favourite Disney movie of all time. Well, not really. My favourite Pixar movie. My favourite Disney movie is coming up in a bit, but yeah. Very emotional. I cry all the time when I watch this movie. This is just... I don't know what about it. I just love it. For some reason. The music... The score is just amazing as well. And coming in at number 4, Joker. I think Joker is a cinematic masterpiece. Not everyone will agree with me. Some people think it was absolute trash, and I don't know how the hell you think that. Joaquin lives an amazing performance, and for me, it's just as good as Heath Ledger's, if not better. If you haven't seen it, you really need to see it. You're missing out on something here. I won't spoil it, but it's really one of the best portrayals we've had from the Joker in a long time. So coming in at number 3 here, we have WreckIt Ralph, my favourite Disney movie of all time. I have a lot of good memories attached to this. My nan took me to see it, and it's just, I don't know, something about it. The sequel was alright, but this, you can't beat this. This is a really emotional, good movie that they did really well, and you'd think that the, video game characters would be overbearing and it would just be full of references, but it's not. Like, there are references, but not to the point where you're going to want to gouge your eyes out. So, it's really... Just watch it if you haven't seen it. You're doing yourself a favour. Coming in at number 2, just showing my love for Taron Egerton properly, Kingsman, The Golden Circle. Now, this is my second steelbook. I have 2 of them. This one is sealed, and will forever remain sealed, because that's how much I love Kingsman, that I bought a second one. Plus, it was buy 2 get 1 free, so I had to buy it anyway. But, yeah, it's basically James Bond, but they parody it in a way, but then it became its own thing, And it's hilarious and pretty epic. And Elton John is in this one as well. I don't know if he's on the back of it. He isn't, but that's a shame. Disappointment there, but Elton John's in it, and yeah, it's pretty great. Now, coming up, before we do number 1, we're going to have a couple honourable mentions here. So we got Frozen 2. That's an honourable mention, because it's good, but it wasn't good enough to put in the top 10. Now, this one, it's a documentary, I don't know if it really counts, but Cobain Montage of Heck, yeah, it's really good. It really documents the life of Kurt Cobain really well. And yeah, it's pretty epic. Bit confronting, though. Next up, Catching Fire. Another honourable mention. Pretty nice lenticular cover there. I mean, the book was better, but still good movie. This is an odd one. Cloud with a Chance of Meatballs 2. One of those kids movies that actually is decent and I would watch without wanting to spew, like most of the kids movies that come out these days that aren't Disney. Spiderman Into the Spiderverse. We all know I love Spider-Gwen, and that's part of the reason I love this movie, but it was just a really well-made movie, and they put Biggie in it, so, I mean, when Biggie's in it, that's all you need, really. Last two here, a couple of box sets. So, Star Wars, The Complete Saga. Don't really need to say anything else about that. Just wasn't in the top 10, because I've never loved the Star Wars movies as much as I love the one I'm about to show. Back to the Future box set as well. That's part of the honourable mentions, but that's it. And this is number 1. Indiana Jones, The Complete Adventures. Now, it's sort of cheating, yes, but I'll put my, my favourites in order of how much I like the movie. So, my favourite movie of all time is Last Crusade. That's pretty obvious. Raiders of the Lost Ark would be my second favourite. My third favourite is Temple of Doom, and my fourth favourite would probably be Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. But if you haven't seen Indiana Jones, then you've been living under a rock. And it's a rock you probably wouldn't want to live under. But what more can I say than it's epic. Just watch it. I don't want to spoil anything. But it's funny as well as being charming and witty. Just watch it. Most of these movies are self-explanatory, I'm pretty sure. Most people would have seen a lot of these. If not, you should probably watch them. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.